Hey folks, Troy Dooley over here at MLM Help Desk. Hope you're having a great day. I haven't done anything on the MLM wireless wars. Haven't done anything on wireless. Matter of fact, I don't know if there's any wireless companies left in direct selling using a network marketing or MLM compensation plan. But I have a guy that calls himself Vitel Wireless. Co-founder Scott Rogers is the CEO of that company, and back a few months ago when the heat of everything was going on and companies were popping up left and right, I made it very clear. I don't think it's a niche that anybody should be in. I think that it's controlled by 3 to 4 of the top players. That's it. One of them's being bought up. It's going to be down to 3, and then we'll be to 2. Who the heck knows? Just not enough money the way everybody was launching. That's not to say that 5Link isn't a great company, ACN, Lightyear, and I mean, these guys offer a variety of services, though. There's not just a true wireless company. So I looked around at everything and said, you know, I just don't think it's going to work. And Scott calls. Says, hey, can you take a look at our company? Yeah. So I did. Called him on the phone back in March and said, tell you what, why don't you send me something? Let me test it. Let me see. I see what you're doing. Let me try this out. He sent me up a product from Clear Communications. I used it. It's a hot spot. Worked out perfect. G4 down in Orlando at the RSS conference. It was great. But I kept looking. We talked on the telephone. And I finally said, Scott, you're not a wireless company. You offer a unique car program where people can get their car payments paid for a year for free. All you got to do is attract customers or distributors in. We're going to talk about that. I said, you offer merchant services by North American Bank Card. I mean, that's a business-to-business transaction. That's not even that has nothing to do with wireless, really. I said, you didn't go out and become your own, company or anything like that. You went out. Because he's owned wireless stores, he said, I just know how I can make this thing work where everybody wins, and we don't have to put a lot of money out. There's no reason to go out and tell everybody you're this or you're that or we're so different. He goes, I don't want to be different. I just want to offer value. I thought, wow, here's a CEO that understands value. So I started doing some due diligence. One of the things that they do, and I've talked about this, but it's so neat, he tells his distributors, go find creative ways to build the company. You've got to make money. He's got this local team. I'm pretty sure he said San Antonio. They've teamed up with some local managers at Home Depot, marketing the security alarm system and the satellite TVs to customers at Home Depot. It's not a wireless company. They have They got all kinds of wireless products. Matter of fact, when I look, I don't know that there's a wireless product they don't offer. I mean, they got Clear, T-Mobile, prepaid carriers, Front Point Security, Sprint, Verizon, Dish, DirecTV. I mean, and then you got everything. You got Boost Mobile on here, unlimited text, talk, web, $35 a month. All this stuff under one umbrella. But this is what makes Scott Rogers and Vitel a company that I decided I was going to do a review on. As you guys know, my oldest boy Josh has had legal troubles, and he just got out of prison. But he knows security, Dish Network. He knows technology, and he's not over here doing a lot. But I got connected with Scott and said, Scott, my son is looking for a company. I think you guys would be a perfect fit because he knows how to sell himself, knows how to go out and talk to people, knows about business sales, all that good stuff. But I got to let you know a little bit about his background. Scott said, Troy, I believe in second chances for everybody. Have him call me on the phone. I'll talk to him. I'll make a gut decision, and we'll go from there. I thought, man, that dude's all right. See, this is what leadership is. See, it's not sometimes about the product or the service. It's about the type of leader. Now, I'm still not sold on wireless, but I'm sold on Scott and his team's leadership, and I'm sold on their concept of business-to-business transactions, and they've got a membership service. It's like a AAA. That if you do this right, you literally can work through this program, you work through everything else, you can get your car payment for free. None of this qualify for a Beamer, this thing what pisses me off bad. Not at Scott. Scott understands all these car programs, you qualify for them, but if your credit sucks, you're not going to get the car anyway. It's not like the company gives you a car. This isn't a company car program where they give you a key. You've got to qualify for the lease, because if your income goes down, you're stuck for the lease, whether you qualified for it or not. And in some companies, you can qualify. If you can't get the loan, they only give you half of what they'd have given you if you had the car payment. Scott said, I'm just going to pay their car payment for a year. Again, that's leadership. So take a look at this. Now, this company is definitely not for everybody. This is a company that if you're in the technology, if you're into wireless opportunities, this is it. If you're a small, I'll tell you this, if you're a small wireless company and you're floundering right now, you tried this direct selling thing and it's not working, you give Scott a call. Just tell him Troy sent you over there, because he is willing to make a home for you and your team so that your distributors, your agents, whatever you call them, don't end up looking at you saying you suck. He's willing to give you a home and make it to where it'll work for everybody. I like that idea. Folks, stay tuned for some more upcoming on Vitel. Powerful stuff. Live life like it's an epic adventure. I'll see you at the top.